Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell went on to you-know-whose campaign live stream to weigh in on the leaked audio of former President Obama calling the White House pandemic response an absolute chaotic disaster. Take a look.
I think President Obama should have kept his mouth shut. We know he doesn't like much this administration is doing. That's understandable. But I think it's a little bit classless, frankly, to critique an administration that comes after you. You had your shot. You were there for 8 years. I think the tradition that the Bushes set up of not critiquing the president who comes after you is a good tradition.
Child, I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but Joy, I understand you've been on a tear about this. You got something to say to Mitch?
First of all, Lara Trump, take that smug smile off your face, number one. Mitch McConnell, to me, is one of the most classless, most unpatriotic, most un-American leader that we have ever seen, I have ever seen in my lifetime. He goes up against the Constitution on a regular basis. He refused to hold a hearing for Merrick Garland, if you recall, which changed the whole country around. He declared that he would make sure Obama was a one-term president. Remember that? He claimed that he was not impartial in Trump's impeachment. Talk about classless. He is an unpatriotic senator, and he needs to be taken out of office in the fall. Number two, every Bush criticized Trump. Even Barbara Bush said she wouldn't understand how any woman would ever vote for Donald Trump. Even Barbara Bush, rest her soul. I am here to say that we need to make sure that we have mail-in voting in November. Now, the Republican Party, the RNC spent $20 million to fight lawsuits over their efforts to limit mail-in voting. Why did they do that? Because as Trump says, if the United States switched to mail-in voting, you'd never have a Republican elected again. They turned down a $13 billion, I don't know what you would call it, a bill, to make sure that the post office stayed in the situation that we see it in today because it's having trouble. They need to bail it out and help the post office. They rejected that bailout. Why? Because they are afraid that Americans who can vote by mail will knock them out and put Democrats in power and put Joe Biden in there, and maybe then we will have a chance at fixing this country. People need to wake up. Oh, I'm so aggravated
and so
today.
He wants to. I know you. I can hear. I know you are. I know you are. But he also went on to blame the Obama playbook by claiming he did nothing to prepare for this, which we know is not true. Right, Sonny?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not true. And I think we need to start calling these lies what they are, because they're lies. The Obama administration left a playbook, a 69-page playbook. It was a pandemic playbook in PDF form. And I hope people will just go on the internet and look for it and read it. And so there was an actual game plan to prepare the Trump administration for a pandemic. The Trump administration just shelved it. They never even read it. They didn't look for it. And so the suggestion somehow the Obama administration didn't leave any sort of information for the Trump administration to plan for what happened is just an egregious lie. And I'm just really surprised that someone like Mitch McConnell would just say something like that to the American people. It's just a falsehood. It's just a lie, just rhetoric.
Well, not only is it a lie, but it's dismissive. And we all know that his plan of action was to make sure, as Joyce said, that Obama was a one-term president, among other things. He is a liar, and hopefully he will be voted out of office.